Sabon.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. We're talking all things cigars and where they go. From factory to hand, the stories told by voices in the know. We sit and listen to the people who buy. Their thoughts and stories light the industry sky. Without them, there would be no reason why. Welcome to the factories of sound, where consumer voices all come around. Their experiences shake the ground.
What's going on? Good morning, family. Good morning. How you guys doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
Doing good. Okay, guys. So today's podcast, as an introduction over here, we had the Ramos family, Ru and Pedro. It was a surprise. Yeah, and in the back, I saw Valerie before. Guys, sorry. It was not technical difficulties. It was this guy's seats. It had like a little glue in it. So sometimes it takes forever, to get out of the seats. But anyways, we're not talking today about Hairspray. We're talking about these guys, how, when, and why they start to smoke. Who goes first, guys? Who goes first?
I guess Pedro ain't going.
Pedro ain't going. Pedro is out.
Val's making our first pot of coffee, so she's being my hero right now.
He's so good.
No, I started smoking cigars in 1996 when I joined the military. I mean, I was smoking off and on with just festival, like weddings and parties and stuff like that. But I really started getting into it in 96. Fell in love with it, but it was, really didn't know what I was doing, but I was enjoying it. But then in 96, that's when it really started going down that rabbit hole, trying to learn as much as I could. And that was about it. And then after that, it's, we know what it all led to,
Is it just, what about you, Pedro?
It basically started really going about 6 years ago. I dabbled here and there, but I really started getting into it because of my brother. Here and there, like I said, I smoked cigars, and he introduced them to me 6 years ago, and I started falling in love with it. And then, honestly, once it came into the picture with all these exotic tobaccos, priceless now. I just got a serious passion for all these different tobaccos now.
Nice. So that was my other question. I guess it's obviously that every one of us we start with legacies because it was the only thing up there. So you guys find any differences now between legacies, boutique, craft, like people call, or like I call small, medium, and large companies? Any difference for you guys? Anyone? Ru, go for it.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely dabbling in the smaller brands now. It's kind of made me more, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess snobby is the word.
Okay.
Because if it doesn't have that roller coaster ride that we talk about quite a bit, I'm not a big fan, right? Yeah. I really enjoy the different flavors, different notes that the smaller and medium brands are putting out. Even now when I walk in, we just walked into a humidor Friday, or 3 humidors Friday, and I was gravitating more towards the medium to small brands.
Yeah. What about you, Pedro? Same thing? I guess.
Pretty much, yeah, same thing. From small, medium brands, tobaccos you get, and the changes through that cigar. Some brands get 1-2 notes consistently through the cigar, and more of changes through that whole cigar, back and forth. bite, sweetness. It just intrigues me and it keeps me interested more in a cigar that way.
Nice. It's like I always say, we had to thanks to those first people that started with the tobacco. Obviously, without these guys who were not even thinking in make cigars or nothing like that. But again, the wheel was invented how many years, and it's still the same wheel. The only thing that we change is the engine in the cars, right? But the wheel is still the same. It moves. So it was enough for them. We would not be here. And obviously, if it were not for the consumer, it would not be factories, it would not be retailers, it would not nothing like that. So, you guys are members of the TPA, and as you can see, the logo over there is TPA, and TPA is going to Honduras this coming Wednesday. It'll be over Thursday. Just to talk, a little about what the TPA can do for a small and medium companies. What do you guys think about TPA and how the TPA helped you so far in your endeavors?
Man, pull the chair.
Why?
You're on. Yeah, no, I've said it before. I think the TPA is probably one of the best investments that we have made as a whole. The education that we get, we've learned a lot as far as, our brand. But, it's more than that. I think taking off our brand hats and putting on our consumer hats, you get to really peek behind the curtain and see the ins and outs of the industry, right? It's kind of pretty cool, honestly. From your education to guest speakers, it really opens up your eyes. If you haven't joined the TPA, I think you're missing out, and you really should look into it, especially with this trip down to Honduras. I mean, it's just goes to show you how much the TPA has grown and how much publicity it's gotten, to where, now the word's getting out, the message is getting out, and before you know it, it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Nice. Anything to add to that, Pedro or Valerie?
No, it's pretty much it. I mean, it's the knowledge that we get. It means everything. We learn a lot every week. Getting our CST and the education, it's so key. You learn something every week. It's a positive group of people.
Nice. So
Agreed across the board.
there you go. Some things that people don't know because they're not members of the TPA is, like you just say, the speaker that we have. People don't know that we have a speaker like the chief of the Customs Border Protection. We have DEA with agents talking about what happened with the cigars and imports and all of that. We have the ATF, we have the TTB, we have attorneys talking about it, and it's something that we do every Wednesday. And it's free knowledge, to be honest. So it's hopefully people in Honduras think the same thing. And by the way, they don't get too upset when they see me doing this, because I'm sorry, guys, that's how I am, and I will not change for nobody. So that's my personality. I will have this and then a cigar. People will be like, what the hell this guy is doing? I thought he was a cigar smoker. Well, I am, guys, I am. Oh, man. So what's new? Val, you were doing coffee. How you start to smoke cigars?
When did I start smoking cigars?
Yeah. When, how, why?
Well, I used to smoke clove cigarettes a long time ago.
It's
And
a good
then
thing, guys. Don't do cigarettes.
don't do cigarettes.
You approved this message.
So it was probably, I don't know, years ago when I started. I got into cigars when I got into hairdressing, because it was like a celebratory thing. We would go out, have drinks. My boss drank a lot of whiskey, bourbon, so it was just like a celebratory thing. So I only smoked pretty much infused. I wasn't into like cigars, but I would smoke them through the years. And then it wasn't until I joined Hayes Gray team that the two of them told me that if I was going to do this, I best get on board and get my palate in check. So I understood the assignment and I did. And now I feel like I'm a avid aficionado cigar smoker. I can hold my own and smoke with the best of them, and I thoroughly enjoy a nice medium full body cigar.
Okay, going to that, the medium to full body cigar, which cigar for you is the one that you more enjoy? Obviously, all, but it will be in the morning, it will be afternoon, it will be at night, after lunch, after breakfast, without lunch. Why, when, and why is your best?
I'm more of a like sometimes I'll go out in the afternoon if I need a break, need to like decompress. I'll go out and smoke a cigar in the afternoon, but mostly for me nighttime smoke. Or sometimes we'll go to a cigar lounge during the day and I'll have a cigar. So it just depends.
What about you guys? Anything?
D, all the above.
He smokes all day.
I know. Bye, Pedro. I get that he doesn't like the questions, so
Right. Yeah. You can't smoke.
I cut you up. By the way, guys, today is gonna be a little short of the video because of the podcast. I forgot I have an appointment 8:00, and here's Pedro. And by the way, guys, my appointment is not medical or nothing like that. It's just something that people think it's only for women. I'm gonna call that bullshit. I'm gonna have a nice pedicure because hygiene and my ingrows need it. So it's a big good thing to do, guys. And it's 8:00 in the morning, they will give me coffee. But when I go in the afternoons, they give me a shot of bourbon or whiskey. As a matter of fact, normally they bring the bottle. And thanks God it's 1.5 miles from my house. Because sometimes I say, you know what? Let me call a Uber. There's no way I can go back home, you know. But anyways, hey, Pedro, bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah. No, I it depends. If I know it's going to be one of those long days, I'll have a Connecticut shade, you know, with a cup of coffee, real mild cigar, you know, with a cup of coffee. And then throughout the day, I'll have a medium plus. But in the evenings when I do a lot of my smoking, in the evenings where I hit it hard, especially on Discord with all the guys. That's my favorite downtime because there, you know, we get to talk and really exchange ideas and cigar brands and cigar flavor, different cigars from cigar brands. That's where I really enjoy the smoking.
Yeah, I will agree. For me, the most I smoke probably is at night. But if somebody asks me my best cigar, the one that, not my best cigar, when I enjoy the cigar the best, well, if I'm home and being born and raised in Spain, and we love to have, if we can, a little siesta after a lunch, I like to smoke a cigar after lunch. If I have, the luxury to have like 1 hour, 2 hours, and man, that cigar in the middle of the day to me, it just reactivate me, and I'm ready for another 16 hours work. So, yep. Yeah. What about you, Pedro? When you like to smoke the cigars, the best time for you to smoke it?
Definitely the evening. I mean, I smoke all day, honestly, but because I work outside, I can't. But when I get off work, after a shower and everything, to me, it's the best time to light up a cigar, especially after dinner.
Nice. So, what else? We went for the one when you start. We went to why. We went to what's the best time. So, what do you guys want to add? If you have any questions, just ask questions. You know that you guys can ask questions as well. This is just a two-way. So, go ahead. If you have something to make a shame of me and put me over here in public saying something. No, just kidding. But yeah. So what else? What are you looking forward for the next people coming to make cigars, or even though in your own brand, even if it's you guys are as a consumers today, what you guys are looking for in the incoming, I don't know, 2-3 year cigars with all these new brands and looking for different, tobaccos and all that. What you guys think that the industry is gonna go?
I think the industry is gonna have to evolve, honestly. The more I mean, not to get political, but everything that's going down in Nicaragua and in different countries, there's gonna have to be some moves made, right? I think not only that, but the from the medium brands, and again, I think you said it earlier, Ish. I think the larger brands, without the larger brands, and now even the medium brands, paving the road for the smaller brands. The smaller brands are thinking outside the box, and they're doing things that and using tobacco that other brands or other size companies haven't. So me personally, I think they're going to have to make moves. I think they're going to have to kind of look at what tobaccos they're using, how they're marketing, because there's a lot of fresh new ideas, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think fresh ideas are good. It keeps the world going round, right? So I think they're gonna have to make a few adjustments, but it's gonna be better for for us consumers, right? Because now everybody will be putting out some amazing cigars, and they'll make the world happy, I think.
Absolutely. Hey, what about you, Pedro?
What was the question? Can you repeat it?
What do you think is going to happen in the next couple of years with the cigars? You think that it's going to stay like it is? It's going to evolve with all these new companies, looking for different flavors, different profiles, or it's going to be the same?
Yeah, pretty much jumping off of what my brother said. It's just these different tobaccos. I think that's what can put a lot of the small brands on the map as well. Just doing events and stuff. Like when you start introducing people, we pretty much introduced our first line. Once you introduce them to our second line, it's all exotic tobaccos. It's tobacco that nobody's even heard of, and that to me is going to start putting a lot of us on the map because it's unique tobaccos, and people always want something new. And if you introduce it that certain way about, hey, these are our traditional tobaccos, you're Dominican, Nicaraguan. Once you start saying, hey, Zimbabwe, Canary Islands, Spain, the person automatically is like, what? I never heard of that before. And you get more and more people that way. I feel like all these small brands, and not just, with exotic tobaccos, but the marketing, like my brother said, and pushing your brand in these cigars will definitely start putting more of the small brands on the map, I believe.
I agree totally with you guys. It's like, can you imagine, I don't know, 80 years back, our great-grandparents or our grandparents going to a restaurant and ask for sushi? Or it was not something like that. Say, well, what the hell is sushi? And today's day, or Chinese, or whatever. No, it was just, meat and potatoes and a little veggies, and that's how it was. It's the restaurants, and they made it, and they still making money. But the new restaurants, as well, that they come and go. You cannot be crazy and put everything in one basket, but I believe that today's days it's like I said, like food, like drinks or whatever. It's not just the glass of wine or like a glass of Porto and that was it. Now people go and have all this display, and nobody's getting fighting between each other, because consumers they want today this and tomorrow this and then they do other things. So the more the merrier, right? The world is big, so I believe that this is a good thing, like you guys said, that the big factories or the oldest factories, they will have to move a little, even though I think that they will not, because again, it's all thinking, and they will say, well, if it's not broken, don't fix it, which is nothing wrong with that. But I believe there's going to be a lot of competition between small brands, and the smartest, they will survive for sure. And the clients or the consumers, they are going to be, enjoying more about these new cigars per se. It's not new. It's that nobody did it. Like I said before, our grandparents, they were not going, let's have hibachi. Say, what the hell is that, Until people start to mix to each other. Oh, let's have hibachi. Let's have sushi. Let's have whatever it is. So I agree with you guys. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. And it's funny because I think, at the end of the day, it's even the consumers. I think my brother was kind of mentioning it. Even some of the consumers are very I mean, I know I would have been if I wouldn't have met you and I was just going into a cigar lounge and someone said, "Here's some tobacco from, a cigar with tobacco from Zimbabwe." I would have been like, whatever. I would have thought they were lying, right? Because the consumer as a whole, like we're not privy to that information, right? Like we don't know what's out there. We just know Nicaragua, Dominican, Honduran, possibly, right? When you start dabbling into other countries, it kind of frightens people a little bit. Well, not frightens, but it kind of makes them a little more uneasy. Like, are you lying to me, or is this really got, African tobacco or Transylvanian tobacco in it, right? So, it's also going to take time to educate the consumers that hey, this really exists and it's really good.
Yeah, it's
Thank you.
it's like how it's called. It's funny because you guys know that my own brands. I never talk much about my own brands at all. I like to talk about brands I make, and I cannot sell a cigar to save my life. I can sell like a security, contractor jobs, and things like that. But cigars, I know better to smoke and talk about it, not to sell them. That's what is reps and people like you guys know me. But it's funny because if I go to somewhere and somebody said, oh, "Are you Ish from BAMF Cigars?" I say, "Yeah." Say, "Man, do you have any cigar or whatever?" And I give them a cigar, and what is this? I say, "What is the pure African?" What is it? 100% Cameroon? No, Cameroon only has wrappers. I say, "Well, do you ever think that the plant it doesn't give you just wrapper? It's not just a plant that they give you just wrapper. It's just like a magic plant just for wrapper, magic plant just for binder. No, it's not how it works." And you see, 5, 6, 10 people just Googling and going like this.
Yeah.
It is binder, it is fillers. What is in there is Irish tobacco. Nah, Irish tobacco. Are you crazy? The weather it's only for pipe tobacco. And they go, there's one family doing it. And over here says that Bamsi Gassi buy all of it. He's banned. And I just I just smile, from it to it. I say, well, guys, yes, it is. So, like I said before, we didn't know that it was Chinese food or hibachi or whatever, until people start to introduce themselves into the countries and say, "Oh, damn, something called sushi, wow, and you eat it raw and with a little rice." I never thought about it well because you were not explaining about it, you never saw it. But when you start to see it, people, and sometimes you go for those flavors that you never had before because it's new for you, or your palate is already burned of eating or drinking or smoking the same thing, that your brain is saying, "Hey, give me something different." It's like sometimes you sweating and you say, "You know what? I just need water." And maybe you're a beer drinker and you say, "No. My body's asking for water." Same thing with cigars. Oh, my body's asking me for this profile, or it's asking me for this, or it's asking me for whatever it is. So I believe that is how it goes. Yes. You guys think the same thing, Val and Pedro?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Oh,
I agree.
guys, coffee cheers anyways. Cheers.
Cheers.
Coffee
I'm finally
cheers.
waking up now. I got some caffeine. I'm
This is
shaking
my
my
third,
tail
by the
feathers.
way.
I got
So
a
it's
question
got a
for you.
two-part question. Oh, go ahead, Pete.
So you obviously travel to other countries and you grab tobaccos. Have you ever had like an incident where you had to get like chased out of a place or something crazy happened in any country? Like, is there any country that was crazier than another trying to get tobacco from?
Well, it's a few countries that I would this is it blew me away. I didn't know, because every time that I go to a country, I just pick up when you guys came to the house, leaf by leaf, and then I put 2 leaves, then 3, and I do it myself. So the guys, they just give me whatever I point to it, whatever, and they give to me, and I go it. And it was 2 countries. Turkey, it was one that I was very impressed. And I knew it's gonna be good, but I didn't know it's gonna be that good. And Madagascar, I see these guys, wow. And of course, Transylvania is in Romania. I was not expecting to see anything over there. And just by mistake, just going to the castle, I saw, what the hell is that? So I stopped, and it's flavor that when you're thinking about the country, I don't know, Irish tobacco, you think that it's going to be rough, it's a cold weather, it's very humid, it's very wet because it rains a lot. you think the flavors are gonna be not there. It's gonna be just like and again you smoking and you say, how the hell this happened? So it is 2 or 3 countries that it catch me by surprise. Absolutely yes. I even know that now this coming Wednesday, it will be very late at night, but Thursday or even Friday, Saturday, when I'm in Honduras, I know I'm gonna go to different, to talk with the farmers and go to the galeras or factories, and I will get surprised as well. Even though I smoke and I'm very, I used to Honduras tobacco, but not those origins. So, and I will be the same thing. I will be like, wow, they have something that I didn't know they have. So every country surprise you, but those countries, mostly they surprise me a lot because I have something on my mind and it was totally different thing. It's like when you thinking, I don't know, I don't know, that is a red apple and all of a sudden you go like this, you buy, oh my God, it was a tomato. You were not expecting the tomato, you're expecting the apple. So that's more or less what happened. Like you're expecting one thing and it's totally different. But yeah. Yes, sir. And Ru forgot his question already, but it's okay.
I got 3 questions for you, Ish. But the first one I want to ask, the one I want to ask you is this. So, when let's just say you go out and you find a new region, a new country in that region that you can get tobacco and it tastes well. In blending with you, we know that blending a cigar, you can blink and you got a blend right there in front of you, right?
Yes.
But bringing a new country into the mix, how long does it take? Because I know you taught us that all the tobacco, they got to work together, right? It's almost like a science to get them to blend, to get them to mesh well. How long does it take to bring a new country into the fold when you're blending? Like, let's just say Madagascar. Is Madagascar something new that you brought?
Yes. So it's something new, and it took me probably since I tried it and been there, tried the tobacco, like the tobacco, bring a couple of pounds on my suitcase. Obviously, yes, going through customs because I have a license, so I don't want to lose it and say, listen, I have this, and sometimes the is okay, or sometimes whatever. I declare no matter what, even if it's in my suitcase, I don't want to lose my license. So I declared it. And anyways, the whole tobacco doesn't pay any import tax, to be honest. So as you guys know, it will pay a couple of cents to the TTB later on, but not to the Customs Border Protection. It's exempt of taxes. So I go. The next thing I do is go to the factory, talk with Oscar. Oscar is my right hand, and 2 or 3 of the blenders over there. And if we all agree, or at least 75% agree that it will be good, the same day we start to mix that tobacco because it's 2 pounds. 2 pounds is a lot of tobacco, believe it or not. So we start to mix with Nicaragua, with Dominican, with Honduras, with whatever we think is going to be African, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, whatever we think is going to be good. And you will like it, smoke it, leave it over there, and we leave it about a month. Try it again just to make sure that it was not just our, head just doing whatever. But the answer will be probably within 2 months is production. From the day that I try it to the month that we do production is 2 months, and we make sure that we will bring enough tobacco for years to come, or at least have a pay. So I say, okay, I like this tobacco. Well, we have fermenting this one, or is in the dry process. This is going to take another 6 months. This is going to take another year. I say, well, let me have another 400 pounds of this year, another 500 pounds of the next year, and things like that. Because one thing that people don't understand, and it's very important, is how you can have a consistent blend. And most people, except for those big companies that they've been, hundreds of years already, or generation, and they learn is that you must save some tobacco for other lots for years prior. So because imagine that this year is a lot of water, so it's not going to be a lot of flavor. So it's too much sun, so it's going to be a lot of flavor, but less plants per se. So you have to mix that. So just to have blenders, we are not mathematics professors or mathematics guys. We just try to find a profile. And more or less with any tobacco, if you know a profile and you know what you're looking at, you are going to have that profile at the end of the day. But we try, in my case for sure, I keep from different years. So like this, the cigar's consistency and flavor, it doesn't change dramatically. Like you can see many big companies, you say, well, this cigar is not the same cigar that last year, or it's not the same cigar that 2 years ago. Or why you smoked yesterday the 2022 and I smoked today 2026 is completely different. Well, yeah, because probably they didn't have that philosophy of having a profile and they just use all the tobacco for 2022 and now they only have 2026. If it makes any sense. I lost you guys. I totally lost you. I can see your faces. Hold on,
Yeah.
let me see. I know it was my cheaters. No. Don't forget, hashtag Rue. I didn't know that value was going to be here at Wake. You know it will be the ladies first. But another time.
Hell no. If I have to get out of bed, everybody's got to get out of bed.
I can see that. Well, Pedro was out of bed before you because he's driving already. So I know that he was up before you.
Every morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. He's got the same rule. If he lived here with us, if he was getting up to go out to get out of bed to go to work, we'd all have to get up and out of bed. He's like a bull in a china shop in the morning.
I'm up, you're up.
All right. So my other question is a two-part question.
Go ahead.
Right? We've known of you for about 2 years and some change. And then now we're getting to know you, right? In the past year or so. And I've always wondered, one, what came first, the chicken or the egg, right? What came first, the brand or the factory? And what made you start your own factories, I guess you could say, because you just don't have one, right? You got multiple. So
yeah.
What came first and what made you say, hey, I'm going to start a factory today?
That's an easy one. So I've been smoking for many years. So cigars for 39 years, cigars for 40 years. So back in 2015, a friend of mine, that he was my partner at the time, now in the sole proper owner of a band cigars, we decided that instead to just go ahead and spend tons of money in our time, or going here, going there, or he was at the time Palm Beach Sheriff SWAT team, but he patrolled the streets as well. And just happened, my street was one of the streets that he patrolled. So it could be 2 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock in the morning when they have, or he has a break. So he came to the house and smoked cigars. And we said, well, we spend a lot of money, then we go to a lounge or whatever. Why we don't do our own cigar and make money with it? So I said, well, I have that idea for many years, but I have no time. Let's do it. So he bugged me a little. Say, you know what? Let's do it. So the brand was before the factories. Now, I have been blending since 2002, 2003. So it's 20-something years blending before, for many other companies, before me doing the cigar. Like many other blenders over there that they blend for many companies and now finally they have their own factory, more or less same case. But in many was different because these guys, they tabaqueros, they just cigars, roller cigars, blenders forever. In my case, it was not. And I have a surprise the second time that we got the cigars, that it was the green tip. And it has nothing to do with the first batch at all. I mean, nothing, not even the size, not even the wrappers, not even nothing. And I get pissed off. I say, you know what? Let me go to the DR and just find out that this guy, so-called factory owner, it was nothing. No factory owner, nothing at all. He was over there just to have fun and probably cheating his wife. You know what I mean? So that's what he was doing. So I hear famous. I recognize a voice. And that voice was Oscar. And he recognized my voice. It was Oscar Ismael, like he called me. Oscar said, don't believe nothing that this guy said. I'm the guy renting this place, blah, blah. It used to be a pub, a disco. And that's what they were doing. It used to be chickens all around and whatever. It was funny to see. And so, you know what? I get it. From now on, don't worry about it. I pay the rent. I pay for the guys. I pay for the tobacco. And that's how it started. So it was first the brand, then the factory. Why the factory? Because I couldn't trust in the so-called factory. So that's why. Yep.
Yeah.
See you soon. Best of wishes, man. Best of wishes, Anthony, to your wife. So guys, we only have like 6 minutes. I don't know, you hear the clean. That was the nail salon saying, I see you when I see you. I say, well, who tell you 8 o'clock in the morning? You know, I have a podcast. No, I forgot too. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You see, I'm going to take you 50 minutes prior. Incredible. Guys, how many hashtags we have? 19 only. What's going on over there? What's going on? It should be at least 40 by now. You know that you can go to YouTube as YouTube and Facebook, right? As well. So, anything else, guys? Anything else as a consumer, as anything that is new with you guys, or looking forward, or what about the TPA event? What about the TPA event in Pensacola? Any idea who is doing that and all of that things? Who's putting that together out there in Pensacola?
Oh man. Yeah, the TPA event, we're chomping at the bit. We're super excited. I think it's going to be a great time. It just, we're going out, putting out flyers in different lounges, talking to different people about it. And when we tell them how many brands are going to be here, Pensacola has never seen anything like this before. So the excitement's there. We've had cigar weekends in the past, but not even a quarter of those brands, the quantity of brands have been here. So this is definitely going to be something really big. With the brand, 20, 21 brands coming now, maybe 22, I think. There's another one that's interested. Yeah. Food trucks, DJs, raffles, prizes, games, VIPs. What I'm looking forward to too is the after parties. The meet and greet on Thursday, the dinner on Friday, and
nice.
The
rolling classes,
just having the lounge to ourselves. Yeah. The pairing, the rolling classes. I think that is what out of everything that we talk about, I think the rolling class and the pairing class is what raises people's eyebrows. Like they get excited about that. So it's gonna be a good time.
And by the way, at that time, these 3 people over here, they will not be as a consumer. Well, they will be consumers because they will buy for somebody else, but they will be as a Hayes Gray. And as a matter of fact, 80%, not to say 90% of the whole work that for the TPA event is done by these three gentlemen and that lady over there. So guys, kudos to you because it's the truth. And we have to tell you that. You guys are doing fantastic job. It will not happen with no you guys. That I guarantee you that much. So it's not yet the TPA. It's what happened when people like you guys join an association that can help whatever, but without your help, this event will not happen. I tell you that much. It will happen different place, different days, different whatever, but as big and good like it's gonna be, impossible. So thank you for that, guys. Thank you for that a lot.
No, thank you. But it's been a big help, like from you and Kathy and Panda. It's been the committee together as a whole has just done an amazing job. I mean, y'all support for us and vice versa has just been a good teamwork, and the product that's being put out is going to show how much everybody's put in. So without you guys and the TPA as a whole, this would not be able to happen. So thank you.
No, thank you.
Let's party. Let's smoke and party.
I knew somebody has to be smart ass, and over here we have Angel. But hey, if Steve could understand what I was saying, your English is broken, buddy, because this guy is older than you, and he understood what I said. So I'm so sorry, Angel. But yeah, thanks God. Thank you for talking about Panda and Kathy, because of course they will just start testing me and say, hey, you never say our names and things like that. So I knew somebody would help me. So yeah, this thing is not TPA, which is Kathy and I, part of the TPA doing this. Of course, it's another 3 board members, but in this event, it's Kathy and I. And it's Hayes Gray, and it's Wonder by the Lead with Mr. Cordero, a.k.a. Panda, the dancing panda. He will be giving lessons, dancing lessons. So guys, for those VIP, or raffle, we dance with Panda. And for those that they don't know, I don't have the click over here. Now we'll put, and I probably will sold out. Yes, for people try to have the possibility to dance with Panda. That's what is over here. Troll in the house. Angel is no angel. He's a demo. You see, dancing and dominoes with Panda. I'm telling you, he's famous for that. This guy is famous for that. Look, he said, hey, with my accent, nobody knew, okay? And I didn't use your name, I used your last name. And anyways, your government, sir, says over here your last name, okay? Don't make me go there.
Go back.
President. So, guys.
Go back to work, Panda.
Yeah, go back. He has 2 more days. 2 more days. Panda, don't forget lunch. Don't put excuses. Lunch at my house. Because it's going to be the last lunch I can have with you. After this, Honduras, then work, you work. So have lunch, last lunch in a long time. So, but guys, that was amazing. Let's go for the giveaway. And again, let's put the giveaway and then you guys close out with your thoughts. But let me put this up. If I remember, of course, you know that I was messed it up. So let's see. Present. I want to present. Yes, at the screen. Yes, at the screen. I said giveaway. Sir, is there, right? You can see it. You cannot see it. So, okay, there we go. Good.
There you go.
So let's go, guys. In 3, 2. By the way, it's not the 5th, the 4th, the 3rd. The first one is a winner. I hate, and I'm sorry, I'm not against anyone. Of course, if you win 2 or 3 times in a row, I'm gonna say next time, But I hate to see the first loser, second loser, and third loser, and fourth loser, and then the winner. No, first it will be the winner. So 3, 2, 1, go. Angel, I'm gonna tell you something, buddy. He won in this podcast last week. It was in a Saturday, and yes, because he's like he is, and he tell me all those things, and he don't understand what I'm saying. Thanks God, he says spin again. Okay, I will spin again. Okay, let's do this again, guys. Thank you, Angel. How I do this? Draw again. We go. Hologram. What's going on? What's going on, Gabe? Well, I think that he won in this one. He won from me, but in another podcast. I don't think in this one. So what, buddy? Let us know that you're here. Let us know that you are here.
He went back to bed.
Probably. Come on. Gabe. 50 more seconds. I don't see him. Can you guys see him? I don't see him at all. 50 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, Gabe. TikTok is. Well, there we go. One more time. Draw again. Tom, Mr. Tom. I know Tom is here, and he never won one. So even though if he's sending him one, that's different thing than the winning. So you see, it was between both of them. Tom, are you here? Tom, this thing is going. See, these guys come over here. They just left the computer on, so they can fool us with the viewers, and then they go back to bed.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to call my nail salon and say, guys, this guy's doing it purposely. Oh, there he is. Tom, be honest. Somebody tells you to let you know that you won. I guarantee you that. But anyways, congratulations, buddy. Congratulations. So Val, Ru, and Pedro, any last thoughts before we call the day?
Thank you everyone for getting up in the morning, this early in the morning, to check out the podcast. It's just playing mind games with us. But no, just thank you everyone for jumping on. It was Ish. Thanks for having us on.
Absolutely.
I'm awake now. Hell, I ain't going back to bed. Time to go to work now. But yeah, that's it. Appreciate
what
it.
about you, Val?
I just want to say thank you to you for having us. Thanks for all the information, knowledge that you give to us all the time. We appreciate you. Thanks for everyone who got up and joined this morning. You guys just keep reaching out, keep texting, messaging us. That's what keeps us going as Hayes Gray. And we love you all. Cheers.
Pedro, what's going on with it?
My final thoughts are: if you haven't subscribed to Factory Reserve, you're missing out. That's why we're here, right? Like, it's just like the cigars you get out of that subscription are just out of this world. I'm always excited when I get that package. It's like you just want to start smoking them right away, but I let them sit a little bit. But that's definitely for me. If you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. It's definitely well worth the money. And go on BAMF.com and get your subscription ASAP. And I appreciate you having us on here.
Oh,
Yes.
You
interrupted me, dude?
Hey, Ish. One more.
Go for
No,
it.
my brother just reminded me of something. About getting Factory Reserve.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't gotten your tickets for TPA, get them now, because the link's going. The expiration on getting tickets at a discounted rate is going away here in a couple of weeks, I think. So
13 days.
get your tickets, get your hotel. Yeah, your hotel reservations. I think you got until September 1st for the hotel reservations, and the tickets are right around the corner from that. So make sure you get your tickets. And when you're buying your Factory Reserve, one-stop shop, just like Walmart.
Thank you for the reminder. So, guys, it was a pleasure having you over here. Huff, my Portuguese, it was good, so you understood, because my English sucks. But anyways, guys, I will catch you tonight. Anyways, and it's not Wednesday during the TPA meeting. And until then, so long, guys. Let's close this up. Stay for a second.